WWE Monday Night Raw on Netflix might be changing to a new start time. I'll let you know about that, as well as some other WWE and more AEW news on this quicker episode of Screw the Script. Welcome back, everybody, to Screw the Script. I'm your host, as always, Maverick. On this quicker show, I just want to talk about a few things going on around WWE and AEW. With first, to start right up here, WWE has changed the advertised local start times for at least 3 Monday Night Raw events in September, moving them up to what appears to be an hour earlier than the traditional schedule. So for me, I live in the Midwest, that'll be a 6 p.m. start time instead of 7 p.m. While no official reason has been provided by the company, the move could be a strategic decision to avoid direct, full-length competition with NFL's Monday Night Football. I am sure that is part of it, but you know what? I think another part of it is the fact that they are worried about their viewership that they are getting on Raw on Netflix, considering there was a report, or rumor rather, I don't know how accurate it is, but last week's Raw and last week's Dynamite were basically neck and neck in viewership, which your flagship show of over 40 years going against a show that has only been around for 6 years and potentially losing in viewers is huge. So maybe they are thinking, well, we can't have AEW, who is stealing a lot of thunder in 2025, despite them not wanting to ever admit that they are, plus the addition to Monday Night Football, which is definitely a real reason. I can see why they are doing this, but I do think at the back end of that, AEW has been affecting their ratings and viewership in 2025. Just to name a couple of the reasons why I feel that way, well, actual proof. First thing right up here, John Cena's final match. So it's on the same day as AEW's World's End, which is December 27th. They are contemplating moving it. It was originally the final Cena match was going to be in early December at Saturday Night's Main Event, reported by Brian Alvarez. Again, that's just a report. Take it with a grain of salt. I don't know how accurate this is. I'm just reporting the information as I see it and then talking to you about it. This is not confirmed, but it does look like there is now a discussion that the date will be moved, so it will be head-to-head with AEW's World End. Considering what they have been doing lately in 2025, I don't think that this is out of the question as being a legit report and legit news, because we have seen it. They tried to counter All In, and they failed. They had 3 shows. Not just NXT. A lot of people will say, oh, it was just a developmental show against All In. No, it was not. It was NXT, but it was also Evolution, which was a huge event and their best event of that weekend, and then Saturday Night's Main Event, which has been a staple that they brought back in WWE for many years. All 3 of those shows got beat out by All In. So yes, they are probably counter-programming for that reason when they realize, oh shit, all 3 of our shows got beat out by All In. Another report for All Out later in September. I reported on a previous video that it might be over the limit. Well, now it could be potentially WrestlePalooza. There's a lot of discussion here, and facts on this are sketchy at best. PW Insider is saying that we will hear more about it this week. Here is what we know so far. Please fact check if you'd like. So there's some stats up there if you want to read along with me. It's rumored to take place on September 20th in Indianapolis. It will apparently air on ESPN, which that'll be shocking if they can get on ESPN, but I don't think that they're going to want to put it on a Sunday evening to counter All Out when they're going to have Sunday Night Football. ESPN's probably not going to want to run anything like that because we all know the eyes are going to be on Sunday Night Football. So if anything, it'll probably be on like ESPN Ocho or something like that. We'll see. The rumored main event is Cena and Brock Lesnar, which I remember seeing that earlier that I reported that. So that's seeming to be the same thing as well, reported here. And yeah, All Out is scheduled for that same day in Toronto. Time and event has not been announced, nor has any match has been announced for All Out. All Out has sold approximately 9,200 tickets out of about 10,700 available thus far, with no matches announced. And we're still a little over a month away. Huge for a 6-year-old company. Say what you want, you can defend WWE all you want, but you know damn well deep down inside that you are just being ridiculous and trying to defend the fact that they are definitely purposely counter-programming AEW in 2025 because they want to burn them to the ground just like WCW. They don't want any competition. They want to monopolize pro wrestling. And you know what I say to that? Fuck you, TKO, Triple H, Nick Khan. Kindly, you can fuck right off. For real, though, we want AEW to succeed. If you are a true pro wrestling fan, you want them to succeed. You don't want WWE to just be the only industry, big industry in America out there for pro wrestlers, because then they know like they can treat them how they want to treat them, because where are they going to go? All the way out to Japan and New Japan if it fails for them. But now that there's counter programming and there's another option in the US, we have seen many wrestlers leave WWE and have great success elsewhere, such as AEW. Swerve Strickland is a big one that comes right to mind. He has been so much better in AEW than he was ever utilized in WWE. And there are plenty of guys, which I'll save for a later video, that I think could also jump ship to either AEW or New Japan or just anywhere else that are not being utilized well at all in WWE. Now on to some quick AEW news. First up, Forbidden Door at the O2 Arena later this month is at 17,000 tickets distributed. 390 tickets remain. 6 days ago, they are going to sell it out. Amazing news. Cannot wait for the show. 2025 has been their second best year, second to only 2019, because they are crushing it. It's officially the highest attended AEW and New Japan branded pay-per-view of all time. I know it's not very many years to count, but still that truly means something, that, hey, like their first one, they had Wrestle Dynasty in Tokyo. There was the 2022, 23, and 24 Forbidden Doors, and this one is going to beat all of them. And that is great to see, considering they had 2 down years of 2023 and most of 2024. Great recovery for Tony Khan and AEW. And last but not very least at all by any means, Chris Jericho is rumored to maybe going back to WWE. He is cleared to return to AEW, but has apparently no scheduled events going forward right now. Will we see Chris Jericho back in WWE and eventually a Hall of Famer? I'm okay with it. He definitely helped out AEW early on, but we all know most of his career was WWE. So him going back to finish out his career, I say, good luck to you, Chris Jericho, and thank you for everything that you did for AEW. Although I really think that his time is very, very thin and short, because he has not looked very good in the ring the final year that he's been in AEW in his current contract. And I believe it has not yet been extended. So we may see Chris Jericho jump back to WWE. That's all I had on this shorter episode of Screw the Script. You let me know down below your thoughts on all the news that I just shared. I myself am very excited for AEW's 2025 success and cannot wait to see where they go in 2026. We've got a great pay-per-view coming up later this month in Forbidden Door. I will be covering my predictions on that later this week. As always, this has been Maverick with Screw the Script. Thanks for watching.